Now, have you seen these on the menu at a restaurant recently? They're called small plates, or as those that know, we call them tapas. And they're just the serving size is just under what you might get in, say, an appetizer. The idea is to order a bunch of them, and then you kind of pick at them.
Try all different things. I love this. Tapas are also perfect to serve at dinner parties and barbecues. And Antigoni Sander from Cafe 421 in Minneapolis is here to show us how to make a few. Hi,
Hello.
Antigoni.
Hi.
And she's got us ready to work. When we see rubber gloves, we know we're getting dirty.
We are making meatballs today, and meatballs are messy. Now, when I'm at home making meatballs, I like to do it old-fashioned style, like a grandma, and use my hands, and I don't wear gloves. But here, I'm going to use gloves today because I think it's a little easier for everybody.
So what's mixed in here?
What we've got here is ground lamb that you can find at some of the more high-end supermarkets.
Okay.
And lamb in general can be a little bit on the gamey side. It can be a little pungent. And so what I've done with this mixture is really add a lot of fresh seasonings, fresh mint, oregano that my grandmother picked off of the side of a mountain for real in Greece.
Gosh, Antigoni.
And all sorts of other ingredients to moisten the mixture up.
Okay.
So all you need is your grandmother to go pick.
Yeah, you need to find a
grandmother.
grandma, and we'll call mine. She'll get us all some oregano.
Okay, so you've got the meatball mixture kind of ready to go, and you want me to
take
pick
a little bit, and put it in the little crook between your fingers and the palm of your hand.
Very squishy.
Very squishy. And we've had this in the refrigerator. It's much easier to work with the meat after it's been in the fridge for an hour.
Okay.
And the surprise in this meatball is that we're going to put a little feta cheese in this.
Oh,
so we're going to make a little hole right here and take one of these cubes of feta.
I got a big one.
Typically, you can't find the feta cubes, so you're going to have to buy a chunk of it and cut it up.
Okay.
And then just use your fingers and delicately push the meat around the feta.
Surprise! You have no idea it's in
You're
there.
gonna fool people.
Yeah, and then you can give it a little roll in between your palms.
Yeah, this
Perfect meatballs.
Smells so spicy.
It smells like lemony and yummy and good.
There's lots of lemon in there.
You are a big fan of lemon.
I am. I just can't help myself. I try to make something without lemon, and I always add lemon.
This is good.
And this helps with the lamb. Now, once you have this, it's about the size of a golf ball.
Okay.
You can make them smaller, but this is easier. Then you're going to roll it around in the flour over there.
Guess what's in mine?
It's feta.
Lucky guess.
Surprise.
And then knock a little of that extra flour off and put it on that plate on the side. You can do mine for me.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then how do you cook them?
You fry them. I use a cast iron pot, and I put about an inch of olive oil in there. So this is one instance where a lot of people will recommend that you use grapeseed oil or something that doesn't cook as hot as olive oil does, but the flavor really adds to the taste of the meatballs here. So use olive oil. Heat it for about 3 to 4 minutes and just smell it get pungent and get glistening and throw the meatballs in. Don't overcrowd them and scoot them around so they don't get too burnt.
And then when you serve these, how many would you serve on a small tapas plate?
On a small plate, I would probably do about 2 or 3 in a little bundle, and then I've made some
I want to try them.
cucumber mint raita that you can dip in there, or you can serve them plain. I stewed them in some white wine and chicken stock and some other flavorings. So there is some flavor in the meatball itself. It doesn't require the sauce.
I like them plain.
Gosh, I like cucumber mint raita.
What do you think about the raita?
It's a happy day.
Yeah, you like that?
I'm not going to lie that I tried one before the show. I made Antigoni give me one. And
Had to fill in the space.
I love that yogurt because I like that yogurty with it.
And it's the Greek yogurt, so it really is thick and it has a lot of flavor in itself. So other than the olive oil that you add in the yogurt, there's no fat in there either.
And this lamb does not taste gamey. It does not taste like, I would never be like, ooh, because I get a little wary of lamb sometimes.
I've been speechless since I tried it because I keep trying to think of what it tastes like, and I seem to think maybe like a chili almost. It kind of tastes like.
Does it taste like gyros a little bit?
Oh, see now, Antigoni has to try it and make sure.
I have to try it too.
Yeah, you want to see what it tastes like?
Yeah, taste it. I think it's so good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Chili. Well, there's cumin in it, so I could see where you would get that chili flavor.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, so we got one small plate down, and now we're moving on to some braised mushrooms.
Braised mushrooms. Those are over here. We're not going to make those today, but I'm just going to tell you about them a little bit. I've braised the mushrooms in sherry wine and sherry vinegar, and I've added Marcona almonds and some golden raisins.
What if you don't know what braising means?
Braising is really just
Holy
slow
moly.
cooking. Here, take a napkin.
Thank you very much.
And this is a stovetop braise. Oftentimes with meats, you'll put them in the oven and braise them, slow cook them covered for like 3 hours or something. This you can do in 30 minutes.
Wow.
And it just gives them a lot of nice flavor, and really tapas you eat with drinks, so this is a nice little relish on a little bit of bread to nibble on while you're having a cocktail.
Yummy. You like it? Not so much.
Am I supposed to say yes?
Yeah, you are.
There are a lot of
Not my style. Not my style. We'll say that.
I like it. It's like sweet.
I'm sure it's delicious.
And
Yeah, sweet and
caramelized
savory.
onions.
Yeah.
But if you're not a mushroom fan, you might not like it.
That's the
I
bottom
love
line.
mushrooms.
It's not like she
exactly.
doesn't know how to make mushrooms. It's that I don't like mushrooms.
There are a lot of mushroom haters out there, so I understand. And that's why with this whole spread, there's
Facebook, we
meat
got a whole group.
and there's mushrooms. I am not in that group. I'm a lover,
No,
so I'll
me
finish
neither.
that once it's all over.
Oh, I think that's really good. That's fun to have a big pot. And then if you serve that as a small plate, you would just put some with bread?
I would have it in a real individual little casserole and have it come out like on a hot skillet or something like
Fun.
that. And then you could have maybe some other little cheeses and stuff around it.
Okay, good.
Now we're
Okay.
gonna finish with a bang though because I love shrimp.
All right. Well,
stewed
now,
shrimp.
right up your alley. We've got oven roasted shrimp, and that's so simple. All of these things you can make in a couple of hours. While like the meat is in the fridge for the meatballs, you can make all of the other stuff. You just put some olive oil, salt, pepper, lemon juice, red pepper flakes, toss them in your bowl, and put them in the oven for 10 minutes. And your shrimp are done. And while you're doing that, I've got this Spanish-style tomato sauce that has smoked paprika and onions and garlic and sherry again and sherry vinegar.
And here we go with my favorite
Here we
kitchen
go
tool.
with the immersion blender. Hopefully
Yeah.
we won't spray all
No,
over.
that's okay. You can, if it works.
If it works.
One never knows what's going to happen
there
with
we
our
go.
electrical here.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
there it goes.
Ideally.
Fabulous.
Much better. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I wasn't sure
Magic.
before.
No, but
now
that
it
is
looks
amazing.
great.
TV magic. We
I gotta
have
dip
blended
in.
sauce right over here.
Thank goodness we
we'll
did
try
it.
And that's the nice thing about this. You can make it and just zip it right up.
That is
and you've
now-
got a sauce.
Okay.
Now that's great, and it's different than just a normal cocktail sauce. So I
Yes.
like that idea very much.
Ooh,
and
that's
take it
good.
easy. You are the best. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We
Oh my
have
gosh,
all
that's
the
good.
recipes on our website. Just head to kstv.com, click on Twin Cities Live, then click on the Eat page.